what is the Family Council organization about, and what kind of issues does the organization stand for?
Well, in a nutshell, the Family Council is a conservative education and research organization, and we work on a variety of issues ranging from taxes and education to marriage and pro-life work. But as you probably know from the research you've done about us, is we do predominantly discuss and talk about social issues.
How do you guys decide what issues to fight for, though?
Well, Family Council has been doing this for about 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't shy away from the fact that we're a socially conservative political organization. And so the best way I can answer that is there are principles, there are platforms when it comes to being socially conservative, and I'll name them for you. And they've been ones that have been long-standing
Mm-hmm.
for many years as part of the social conservative movement. One of them is we are pro-life.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in the sanctity of human life from natural birth to natural death, and we believe in defending the sanctity of human life and the right of unborn children just to live, just to be born.
Right.
And we've tried doing that through the Arkansas legislature. As a matter of fact, Jerry, my boss's first ballot initiative back in the 80s was the Unborn Child Amendment, and what that did was it prevented all public funds in the state of Arkansas from going to abortions.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally got that passed, and so Jerry actually got his start working on a pro-life issue. Another issue that we feel very strongly about is religious liberty.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in a strict interpretation of the First Amendment that religious liberty and religious expression should be protected, and that the state should only get involved and interfere in that realm unless it has a compelling government interest to do so. And so we're on the forefront of trying to defend religious liberty. Another thing that we're involved in when it comes to being socially conservative, and not every social conservative group is involved in this, but we believe very strongly in homeschool rights, and the right to homeschool, and the right of parents to homeschool their children. And so for years we've been fighting that fight and trying to make sure that there weren't any laws passed that would limit homeschool rights. We've actually been trying to expand homeschool rights. For example, this last legislative session, we tried getting passed what was called a Tim Tebow law.
Mm-hmm.
And what that would, it unfortunately did not pass, it got halfway through the legislature, but what that would have allowed homeschool students to do is participate in interscholastic activities at their local public school.
Mm-hmm.
And our entire philosophy behind that was, well, everybody pays taxes to school, but homeschool families don't use public school facilities very often. And so in the name of fairness, why don't we open it up and allow homeschool students to participate in scholastic activities like football? That's what the quarterback Tim Tebow did from Florida. Is because of their law he was able to do that. And, of course, you probably know, and you've probably seen that we have been very much against the Arkansas lottery from the very start.
Mm-hmm.
And we think it's a bad thing for Arkansas. We think it preys upon the poorest among us. It entices compulsive gamblers to keep gambling. We believe that it entices minors to gamble who shouldn't be gambling, and it depresses an economy rather than builds an economy up. And so the lottery has been a big issue for us. And, of course, defending marriage as a union between one man and one woman. And I think that you'll find that when it comes to social conservatives and when it comes to the movement at large, the principles that I've outlined are shared amongst social conservatives. There might be one issue dropped off and another added here or there, but by and large, the social conservative movement for years has been pro-life and pro-parental rights and pro-marriage.